Just teach.
Come on, man. You the man of God.
Knowledge.
Woo! Yes,
My God, my God.
Firstborn, my firstborn.
Yes.
My firstborn.
Yeah.
Hallelujah. Get y'all out there.
Amen.
See, that's what the word do. See how the word have you, when it's the word of truth.
yeah.
When it's the word of truth, it have you like.
Amen.
And I ain't saying nothing yet.
Amen.
But see how that word got you might, see how that word got you might have been God. Oh, it's coming.
Yes,
sir.
it's coming.
Woo!
It's coming.
Yes.
Woo!
It's coming.
Oh my God.
Firstborn. We're gonna start in Deuteronomy 32.
Come on now, come on.
And work our way to Psalms.
Yeah.
And we're gonna come up through a little lineage. I want to show y'all a little lineage. I want to show y'all some bloodline. I
Amen.
want to show y'all some blood work.
Yes, sir.
I want to show you Judah. I want to show you some things.
Go ahead.
32.
Deuteronomy 32. But before that, let's get this out of the way. If anybody have a tithe and offering, you can bring it forth now. Anybody have a tithe and an offering, you can bring it forth now. Anybody have a tithe and offering, you can bring it forth now. Bring it with an expectation and make sure that you have an expectation.
Yeah.
And if there's someone that you know that they're struggling, then you also need to bring them onto the altar and pray for them. You understand?
Amen.
You know, if you don't need to pray for yourself, you need to pray for others. You need to pray for other people. If you find and you got a public cleaning house check in the mail last week, or if somebody ain't got that public cleaning house check last week, amen? Amen. Amen. We gonna move right on.
Yes, Lord. Hallelujah.
We gonna move right on. Amen. We gonna move right on. Deuteronomy. That's already recorded. Deuteronomy
Amen.
32 and 1. Pretty much foundational text. One verse. One verse. Everybody that can't stand, please stand for the reading of the foundational text, for the reading of the word.
Amen.
Give ear, O ye heavens, and I will speak, and hear, O earth, the word of my mouth.
Yes, sir.
That's my foundational text.
Amen.
My entitlement is my firstborn. You may be seated in the presence of the Most High.
Amen.
The word begins to declare that we must give ear unto the heavens,
Yeah.
and not to the thing that happened on the earth, and not to the thing that you see with the naked eye.
Amen.
Because the enemy tries to get you to walk by sight
Yes, sir.
and not by faith. Faith is what you know.
Amen.
Yes.
Faith is what you understand that the Father has said, and that the Father, our cannot lie.
Come on now. Come on.
And he will not lie.
Dear God. Thank you, God.
So he said that you need to give ear unto the heavens, O earth, in the words of his mouth.
Yeah.
So here plays his speech in many, many men and women across the country this day.
Yeah.
Some false and some true.
Amen.
But for those who bring forth a word today to add affliction, hallelujah,
Yeah.
to my work,
Yeah.
to add affliction to the thing that I do
Yeah.
for Yahweh,
Yes.
it is still going to edify
Yes, sir.
the body.
Amen.
Because through you directing them in the wrong direction, all roads lead to Yahweh. All roads lead to God. Hey, y'all ain't hear what I'm saying this place. He said, my doctrine shall drop as the rain. My speech shall distill. It shall flow as the dew, as the small rain upon the tender herb. What's the tender herb? The tender herb is the house of Israel. And as the showers upon the grass. Because I will publish the name. You let me y'all say the name. It says that I will publish the name. Hallelujah. He said, I will publish the name.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm stuck right now. I will publish the name
Yes, sir.
of Yahweh.
Yes.
Ascribe ye greatness unto our Elohim.
Yeah.
It said, he is the rock. His work is perfect.
Yeah.
His work is perfect. For all his ways are judgment.
Yeah.
Yes.
A Elohim of truth and without iniquity.
Yeah.
Iniquity. Just and right is he.
Yes, sir.
The Old Testament and Tanakh has been taught and it has been said that it is a problem because that there are laws and that there are statutes and commandments that have been nailed to the cross. Well, I come to serve you notice that what you call the Old Testament, which is from Genesis to Malachi, what you call the Old Testament, it's no problem when you're doing what it says do. The only time you have a problem is when you're struggling at doing something that has been placed in front of you that is an instruction for you, it is an instruction matter. You begin to struggle. If you're on a job and you cannot do what they placed before you doing the job, you get uneasy because you feel like somebody could come and take your job.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You start to say, this too hard, or I can't learn this new computer system. I can't learn this new stuff that they got coming down the line. I come to play something before today that ain't new.
Yes, sir.
I come to play something before you that you can learn. And then once you learn this word, show some of the laws are negative and they are positive. But we can straighten that out because all those are identifiable.
Yes.
But what I'm telling you is, when we finally take this book and get this book, we'll be sitting down and we'll be saying, boy, did you see what they said in Deuteronomy? Did you see what Yahweh said in Deuteronomy? If we didn't do what he said do, what was going to happen to us and our children? But boy, we sure got past that, didn't we? Because we served him. We served him in the spirit and in truth. We didn't have nothing to worry about. So now we can sit around the campfire and we can have, this going to be our tale. This going to be our fairy tale. Going to be a living and true, hallelujah, fairy tale. That boy, look at him. You see what you see what Daddy said? You know, if y'all had siblings, y'all would be like, man, you heard what Mama said. You heard what Mama said she gonna do if we do that. I ain't doing that. But then you always had that one cousin that they'll go big and bad and do it, and they'll get tore from the floor.
Hallelujah.
Oh, y'all ain't hearing me. Y'all ain't hearing me in this place. That's the same thing with this Tanakh. That's the same thing with this word right here. It's some that done got big and bad. They done got big and bad, and they like the Gentiles because the Gentiles were a law unto themselves. Yeah, that seems very attractive to be a law unto yourself because now you can pick and choose who you serve and when you serve them. You can pick the days that you serve. Oh, y'all ain't hear what I'm saying. You can now pick the name that you call your Redeemer. You can call him whatever you want to call him. You can call him Jesus, Hell Zeus. You can call him Sodom. You can call him every name. Oh, this is what they're teaching by the woman of God. But that's not correct.
Amen.
All right.
When you begin to see Saul in the 26th chapter of Acts say, when I was on that ground, and I was on the ground going to Damascus and I got blinded, he said, I heard a voice speaking to me in the Hebrew tongue. He said, I heard a voice speaking to me in the Hebrew tongue. I want y'all to tell me what the name of the Savior, what's the name of the Messiah in the Hebrew tongue. And I bet you won't tell me. I need y'all to research this. What is the Messiah's name in the Hebrew tongue which Saul heard, which Paul heard, what he heard? He didn't hear Jesus.
Yes, sir.
Amen. You sure? That's the name.
Y'all better hear me.
Amen.
I'm trying to bring y'all to a place of FirstBorn. I got to move. Hallelujah. Watch this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to travel through Scripture. I'm going to travel through Scripture because I'm going to build a foundation. I'm going to read these readings to you. They have corrupted themselves. Their spot is not the spot of my children. It says healed, but since I'm speaking for y'all today, listen to what he says. He said they have. They have. Who is they have? First, we know who they have. First of all, we know that the Gentile were not the people that he was speaking to in the book at this particular time. Can y'all agree with me on that? Can you agree with me on that? The Gentile was not given the word at this particular time. See, I got to take you back to this time and place because you're going to have to understand this now and then.
Yes.
Because you're trying to bring them without dealing with him.
Yes.
Look at what the book said. He said, and they have corrupted themselves. Their spot is not the spot of my children.
Come on.
This ain't the spot of my children. This ain't who I raised. This ain't what I raised. I raised Israel. I raised them up as an olive tree. I raised them up to be a light unto the Gentiles, a light unto the nations. He said they are a perverse and a crooked. crocked. A crocked generation. Why? When he say we crocked? Because he knew we would serve other gods. He knew we would serve false gods. That's been our whole mishap. The whole time was serving other folks' God.
Amen. That's what's going on. Hallelujah.
Serving other folk God.
Amen.
Y'all show me where it stopped when we stopped serving other folk God.
My Lord.
Oh, y'all ain't hearing me.
Come on, come on.
Watch this.
Turn now, turn.
Do ye thus requite, repay Yahweh, O foolish people? I'm talking about the Hebrew Israelite right now too. Anybody on this area? I'm talking to the Hebrew Israelite. This is who he talking about. He's not talking about the Gentile. He's not talking about the Greek. He's not talking about the barbarian. He's talking about you. The one that came over here in the transatlantic slave trade. Oh, by the way, they had brought some over here, but the majority they started bringing after 1776, after your 4th of July. Because if y'all don't know that slavery wasn't abolished until 1863, but there be a man named Robert E. Lee that fought against Ulysses Grant all the way into 1865. He didn't give up, so slavery was still in effect. So when you celebrate your 1776 and your fireworks and your firecrackers, because you talk about you saluting America, well, America, the 13 colonies broke away from the British nation, from the British people to form their own nation. This is a nation of people.
Preach, man, preach.
Built on your backs. But you celebrate 1776, the 4th of July. That's what I'm talking about. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. You think it's all right.
Come on, come on. Woo! Tell the truth.
Think you cool. Think you got all. I don't care what my great-great-granddaddy taught me. He didn't know no better. He ain't know no better. He ain't know no better.
No.
My great-great-granddaddy didn't have the internet. He couldn't put up a phone and say what happened in 1776. When was the end of slavery? My granddaddy couldn't do that, so my granddaddy wasn't wrong. He was just dealing with the evidence that he had.
Amen. What he was saying.
But there'll be a great-great-grandson that will come in his stead one day.
Yes,
That will enter the age of the knowledge explosion.
Yes.
Oh, y'all ain't hearing what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
Firstborn.
Yes.
If you are the firstborn,
Yes.
your parents places all their trust in you.
Amen.
If you are the firstborn,
Yes.
your parents look to you for everything over the rest of your siblings. The firstborn, if anything went wrong under the hierarchy of the firstborn got a whooping for what the little ones did behind.
Amen.
Israel, I'm trying to tell you, Judah, you're the firstborn. I'm going to show it to you in the word.
Glory.
Preach, man, preach out.
The only way, if you're trying to say that we have an enemy in this world, the only way to defeat your enemy, watch this, is not to worship who he worships, and not to serve who he serves. If you're going to defeat your enemy, you got to get back to the true and the living and only God, Yahweh.
Amen.
You think you're going to defeat your enemy? You think you're going to defeat your enemy by serving who he serves and worshiping who he worships? Do you really think that?
No.
That's what you're thinking, huh?
No.
That's what you're thinking.
That's what they think. Come on.
Bless his
Hallelujah.
name. Bless his
That's what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't called by man.
Yes.
I'm giving it to you out of the book. I ain't changed. I ain't got to flip nothing. I ain't got to hoop and skip across this verse. I'm walking line upon line, precept upon precept.
Amen.
That's right. Read ahead.
Yes, sir.
Read ahead because the plot thickens.
Come on, man.
The plot thickens.
Ooh, man. Hallelujah. Oh, yes, Lord.
Look what he said.
Yes.
He said, listen. Do ye thus repay Yahweh, O foolish people, and unwise? It is not he thy author that have bought, listen, bought thee. He bought, listen, this is before. Y'all talking about that Jesus Christ's blood paid for you.
Come on.
Oh, y'all better hear what I'm saying. Y'all was taught that Jesus Christ's blood, he paid for you with his blood. The people that was up under another covenant, 2 covenants.
Bless his name.
Well, you got Isaac and you got Ishmael.
Yes.
You got Esau and you got Jacob.
Yes.
Go ahead on.
Those are totally, I can't even give it to all y'all in 45 minutes. That's what hurt me so bad.
Go ahead. Go
Because I
ahead.
can't cover it. I can't give it to you. But it's in the book.
Yes, sir.
Right here in the book.
It says, is not he thy armor that have bought thee? Somebody, you see, I got a question mark. So explain that one to me.
Amen.
Explain that one to me. Oh, you just got bought?
Woo.
Bless his name.
My God.
He says, have he not made thee and established thee?
Amen.
Established. Already an established people. Y'all better keep this word on giving y'all. An established people. An established people means nothing needs to be added.
Go ahead on.
Hey.
Established. He said that you are established. I have established you as my people. I have established my people. But why did I establish my people? I established you to send you to the Gentile. See, he had so much great love for the Gentile, he needed to take his firstborn to send his firstborn to his other siblings, to the middle child and to the youngest child. Oh, y'all ain't hear what I'm saying. I'm not trying to tell you that we some kind of special people. I'm just trying to set the order of things up because the order is all out of whack.
Amen.
Bless his name.
Woo.
Got the baby boy overseeing the eldest boy.
Amen.
Go ahead on.
Come
Bless
on.
his word.
You got the student instructing the teacher.
Come on. Come on.
We was bought and we was established.
Yes.
I just read it in the book.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
I just read it in the book.
Amen.
It's easy work to card. It's easy work. It's easy. I'm just reading.
Yeah.
It's easy work right here.
Yeah.
It's easy work.
Yeah.
Remember the days of old. I rest my hand. Remember the days of old.
Yeah.
Can y'all remember the days of old?
My
We
Lord.
can't remember the days of old because they've been stripped and robbed from us.
That's right. That's right.
We can't remember our feast days.
My mind.
We can't even remember that instead of celebrating their independence, we can't remember, we don't even know when our independence came. We didn't even celebrate our independence, but we celebrate somebody else's independence. We were independent in 1776.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Say it. Hallelujah. Tell the truth. About before we do that.
We say, remember the old days, consider the years of many generations.
Yeah.
Ask thy father, and he will show thee thy elders, and they will tell thee.
Amen.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all ain't hearing me.
Amen.
Y'all not hearing me. Watch this. I gotta move, I gotta get. When the Most High divided, see, I want y'all to see this right here. I want y'all to see this here.
Yeah.
Can y'all read verse 8 for me together in unison? I don't care how you about read. Can y'all read that now? Stop, y'all. Stop at inheritance. Read
Amen.
When the Most High divided to the nation their
it.
inheritance.
Stop right there. It says when he divided to the nations. That means that is plural.
Yeah.
That there is more than one
One nation.
nation
Yeah.
under Yah,
Amen.
indivisible.
Yeah.
Go ahead on.
Yes, sir.
Woo.
Yes, sir.
I'm just trying to bring y'all back to the y'all rightful place
Amen.
so y'all can understand that you got to lead by example, folks.
Amen.
You can't get mad by what's going on out here in this world and take up arms and bear arms to kill because they're killing. I'm telling you, we just turn back to Yah.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes. Yes. Oh, hallelujah.
His government will come to earth.
Hallelujah.
His government will come to earth and take over
Amen.
to a humble people.
Yes.
To the people that are called by my name.
Woo.
So fall on their face and humble themselves. We're not humble. You're trying to get angry.
Amen.
I heard a man say you can't put out fire with fire, but that's a lie.
Amen.
Bigger fire puts out little fire.
Amen.
Oh, yes, it do.
Yes.
You start a bigger fire, it sucks all the oxygen from the smaller fire.
Amen.
Call a controlled burn.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can't put out fire with fire.
I know.
But you don't want to fight guns with guns.
Amen.
Because whoever got the biggest gun, 9 out of 10 may win.
Amen.
And I don't think you manufacturing no guns, Hebrews, so I don't think you manufacturing no bullets, Hebrews, so
Come on, come on. No, we
I don't think you own no bunkers and no armories.
Yes,
No, we
sir.
don't. We don't. We don't.
Y'all ain't hearing me.
Go ahead,
Go
don't
ahead.
Y'all ain't got no B-52 bombs,
No, we ain't talk to him, brother. Talk to him.
no battleships in the Atlantic, in the Pacific,
My Lord.
in the Mediterranean,
Put it out there. Put it out there. Woo.
plane that land and take off on ships and land on top of ships.
Yeah.
Y'all think it's a game.
Amen.
I'm trying to tell y'all, look, the strategic ways we need to turn back unto Yahweh.
Amen.
If we lose it, how we've been serving, man, you gotta know, man, I'm going back to do what Mama said do. That's what we always resort back to.
Yeah.
Man, my mama told me. My mama told me about that. I do it. My mama told me that a leper can't change these spots. She told me that about women.
Amen.
Because I thought they could change. They would change. No. What's in your blood
Amen.
is in your blood.
Amen.
Well, y'all didn't hear what I'm saying.
I hear it.
What's in your blood
It's in your blood.
is in your blood.
Amen.
Yeah. That's real.
Yes.
That's real.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yeah. That's how they tell if it's your child or not.
That's right.
Amen.
When you go downtown, that ain't none of my child. They say, well, this gives us a little bit of your blood.
That's right.
Amen.
Yes, sir.
And they said, well, sir, we come to inform you. That is not your child. You were right.
Amen.
Or they tell you, sir, that is your child. The blood says that, the blood speaks. The blood says that it's 99.9 attempts your child.
Uh-huh.
When you go to the doctor, you're not sick in your body.
Amen.
You ain't sick in your flesh.
No.
Your flesh begin to feel weary, but you sick in your blood.
Amen.
You sick in your blood. The blood tears down the cartilage. Blood tears down the cartilage in your knees.
Amen.
Blood tears down the ligaments. Blood tears down the muscle. You got blood flowing through everything in your body. So it's the blood.
Uh-huh.
I don't even want to go that way.
Amen.
I don't even want to go that way. It's the blood.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You ain't got HIV and AIDS in your flesh. You got it in your blood.
Amen.
You got cancer in your blood.
Amen.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Tell the truth. Woo.
That's why when you start losing pounds,
Uh-huh.
you start taking things out of the blood.
Amen.
You start taking sugar out of the blood. Starch out of the blood. Not out of the body, out of the blood.
Yes, sir.
Oh, y'all been here.
Go ahead,
Yes,
on.
sir.
It's the truth.
Yes, sir.
I come to instruct you
Yes.
with knowledge.
Amen.
I ain't coming here to give y'all no church. I
Good.
ain't coming here to give y'all no church. I ain't coming here to give you no what you used to.
Good.
If you used to a sermon, then you got to go where they gonna teach them favors to y'all. And no, I ain't got time to waste y'all time like that. Though. I ain't
Hallelujah.
got time for that. Though. I ain't got time to whoop and holler all over y'all like that. I ain't got time to waste it. We can't waste time no more.
Amen.
And Jesus, he died on the cross.
Come on.
Died for my sin.
Come on, brother. Say it.
Go ahead.
That's what we were taught. We were taught that.
Y'all still is talking about he died for your sin.
Uh-huh.
Y'all ain't to the point yet to where y'all repaying the master, where y'all repaying your creator yet. Y'all still around here hollering about he died for my sin. You 40, 50, 30 years old, 25, 26, and still talking about he died for. You still ain't got to the point where you saying, look, what can I do to please you today?
My
What can I do to please you today, Father? Awful.
Yeah.
Y'all still around here talking about, oh, he died for my sin. Oh, why you messed up?
My Lord.
Still around here talking about what you done did.
Yes, sir.
Okay, he done showed his love for you. How many of you have showed your love back to him?
Yes,
My
sir.
Lord.
Right.
Huh?
My Lord.
Doing what you want to do, when you want to do, how
Beat the truth, man. Beat the truth.
I don't understand.
Yes.
I ain't talking about no, I'm not talking about no sin or no talking about no unrighteousness. I know what unrighteousness and what sin look like. That's why I do the hiding to it.
Amen.
Get away from me. That's not how I'm gonna win. That's not how my daddy trained his firstborn.
Yes, sir.
I'm the firstborn.
Yes.
Lineage.
Yes.
Judah. Lineage. House of Israel.
Yes.
House of the 12 tribes of Israel. House.
Yes, sir.
The one spoken of in Genesis chapter 25.
Yes.
The one spoken of in Deuteronomy chapter 28,
Yes.
verse 68.
Yes.
I am that lineage.
Yes.
I am firstborn.
Yes.
Yes.
I derive from Aram,
Yes.
Abinadab.
Yes.
Abinadab
Yes.
begot
Yes.
Nashon. Oh, y'all ain't hearing me in this place.
Yes.
Y'all ain't hearing me in this place.
Well equipped.
Y'all ain't playing me in this place.
Well equipped.
Y'all ain't hearing me in this place.
Yes, sir.
Y'all ain't hearing me.
Come on.
Hallelujah.
Y'all ain't hearing me in this place.
Yes.
Nashon begot Solomon. You know what Solomon is?
Uh-huh.
Solomon begot Boaz.
My Lord.
And Boaz begot Obed.
Uh-huh.
And Obed begot Jesse.
Uh-huh.
Jesse begot David.
Yeah.
We all know what bloodline Yeshua came out of the bloodline of David.
Yeah.
So if that's the bloodline he came out of, I just brought y'all all the way up with your bloodline. I just brought your bloodline all the way up from the fifth. I started in the fifth generation of the tribe of Judah is where I started with that name of Abinadab. You must be fed with knowledge. You must study to show thyself approved under Yahweh. For a workman should not be ashamed, but he must rightly divide the word of truth. Ain't no more time to play game. Ain't no more time for this fooling. It's time to get serious and let the word do the work.
Yes, sir.
Praise the
Hallelujah.
Lord.
Yes.
This word do the work
Yes, sir.
if we get out of the way.
Amen.
Listen, I got to move. I got to move, Holy Spirit. Listen, it said that he held, verse 8, when the Most High divided to the nation their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam. Listen to what he say now. He separated the sons of Adam.
Uh-huh.
He set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of who? He set it to the according to the children of Israel. That's your marker. That's your land. That's all. The children of Israel gonna always be your landmark. I don't care where you go. The only time they ain't your landmark is when you go in this church of the New Age. When you go in the church of the New Age, where are these people?
My Lord.
Where are the forefathers?
Uh-huh.
Y'all ain't hear me. Y'all ain't.
I hear you.
Go ahead on.
Y'all ain't hear me. Listen. For Yahweh's portion is his people.
Go ahead.
Listen. For Yahweh's portion, I want y'all to read this and don't take my word for it. It said, for the Lord's portion is his people. Jacob, which he changed his name to Yezreel, is the lot of his inheritance.
Yes. Yes.
The earth must inherit us. The earth must inherit these people because the wealth has been placed in such a people.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Bless his name.
Hallelujah.
And you're suppressing yourselves because you are the firstborn.
Yes.
Watch this. I'm going to read this to you because I'm going to read it to you. I'm going to bounce back over here. The Bible says in Psalms 89 and 27, also I will make him my firstborn, higher than the kings of the earth.
Amen.
When he said I should make him my firstborn, Yeshua, but it's the bloodline that's attached to Yeshua because it's in the blood.
Yes.
Let me stay here.
Go ahead.
I don't want to lose y'all.
Go ahead. Come on.
I don't want to lose you. Listen to the book. He found him in a desert land, and in the waste howling wilderness, he led him about. He instructed him. He kept him as the apple. Who are we talking about? Yes.
Hey.
As an eagle stir up her nest, flutter over her young, spread abroad her wings, take of them, bear of them on her wings. So Yahweh alone did lead him, and there was no strange God with him.
Go ahead.
Uh-oh.
Let it go.
Uh-oh.
Come on.
Uh-oh. This is the place where we got to return, people, as the firstborn. We got to get to where there ain't no strange God, where you ain't calling all these strange names. We call on a whole bunch of strange names now. We call on a whole bunch of strange names, a whole bunch of stuff.
Amen.
And you say, I don't know these gods y'all calling on.
Amen.
He said, listen. He said, when it was good between us, and I did lead you, there was no strange God with y'all.
No strange God.
He said, and when there was no strange God, I made Israel
Yeah.
to ride on the high places of the earth,
Yeah.
that he might eat the increase of the fields.
Yeah.
And he made him to suck honey out of the rock, and oil out of the flinty rock.
Yes.
Oh, you ain't hear what I'm saying.
Go ahead on.
Do y'all understand what Yahweh is saying? Do y'all understand what your God is saying to you right here?
Yes.
He said that there was nothing that the land would not have to turn over unto us. The land would have to bear its resources unto the children of the Most High. That we would be in a land where there was no want
Amen.
for anything.
Amen.
But what happened? Something happened, people. Butter of cows, and the milk of sheep, with fat of lambs and rams of the breed of Bashan, and goats with the fat of kidneys of wheat. And thou did drink the pure blood of the grape. But Joshua waxed fat. That's what happened. Waxed fat and kicked. There it is. Bucked. That's what we understand. He bucked. He started to buck. Here we go. We started to buck. Everything running cool. But then we started to buck. Watch this. Thou art waxen fat. Thou art grown thick. Say y'all thick. Waxen fat. Thou art grown thick. Thou art covered with fatness. Then he forsook God. He forsook Yahweh. We did, which made him, and lightly esteemed the rock